But on Spear, they turn her into a passer, Tommy. You can't get a good look.
Mora inside, right at the end of the clock.
Good patience by
Wake Forest 2-3 in its last 5 games. Told you about the wins against Syracuse and Virginia in the regular season meeting. And Wake inside with Morra. And Virginia takes the lead.
Fly for fly. You're going to say that tonight.
I won't. I'll spare everybody. Morra!
Yeah, I think Christina Morra, she changed her body. She lied Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, who are all in the Naismith Hall of Fame with her.
She won gold medals in Athens and Beijing. She was the MVP of the 2000 WNBA All-Star Game, 9-time All-Star.
She was one of the first stretch fours. She could really
mixing it up inside. And producing for the Deacons. Mora.
Nice play. That is a beautiful set by Jen Hoover. The first time we've seen that set tonight. Quick action, quick hitter, no help from the wings, can't pinch.
Great look from Stanchion Cam as Mora finishes off the three-point play. McClain, that was... So Mora at the line. She's 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Double-double.
You know, what a season she's had. Starter, and then came off the bench, back in the starting lineup. And you know what? Jen Hoover says she doesn't care. She wants to win. She'll do whatever it takes.
You know, maybe that started at the NCAA tournament against Oklahoma State. It was a loss, but she had 18 points. And Wake up.
Kansas City. Now Fortner's 3rd season as Georgia Tech head coach. Christina Mora picks up where she left off on Thursday night in the win over Syracuse.
Following up a great bit of rebound by is also giving him second chance opportunities.
Mora faces up over Hermosa, knocks it down.
Continuing the hot streak, and you love to see a sink
out with flowers, escorted by one of her top teachers at Wake Forest. And I mean, it really brings the emotions of senior day into a new light. It's hard to fathom playing a game.
Yeah, and that's why I said it was.
Samiel into the game for the first time with that brace on her left wrist. Mora on the offensive glass puts it in.
Nice job by Christina Mora. Got good in.
Harrison to Mora. Mora using her size beautifully.
We expect her to go up and under and use the left hand there.
Goes to the line here.
You remember early in the season, she went through that part where she couldn't get the shot off. She didn't have her rhythm, didn't have her confidence, and it's...
Spear. Leah Love has done a pretty good job defensively on Spear again. Mora banks it in, crawls it over the rim. Rebound Mora.
Good defensive set by the Demon Deacons.
Spear checks where she was. Mora banks it in. Deacons are within 1.
Great job.
Harrison, Elise Williams, Jules Spear, Sumiel forward back after missing 2 games, and then Mora. And Wake Forest with the first 2 of the night is
down there in the block, and she shot a, over the right shoulder fadeaway.
Mora will use her size right there outside the restricted area, and she knocks it another 2.
Can we call that a little or the key to getting that separation?
Ty Collins alongside Michael Jenkins, a Hall of Famer at Winthrop. That's Chrissy Carr.
Wow.
And look, Mora got that shooter's touch to fall in.
She's been, I can't, 3 dribbles before she actually threw it.
Harrison comes away with it. And Mora with another turnaround. She's got 10. She's 1 more rebound. This team, Harrison, no time to chill, goes into the paint. Like she's going to pull up jumper and gave it to Mora, and Mora on a tear puts in another 2.
Yeah, she best possession just now was kind of crazy to me.
Bounce pass fed into Mora. Mora unconsciously putting baskets in off the glove.
Kristen just went, head first into the paint with her right hand.
And Spear waited for the contact and fell down. Drew the charge, a basketball here. 68-57. Mora Well, back down Styles again, off the glass, good. Mora pouring in. Mora point. That rainbow, hopefully gold. Yeah. Harrison. Little probing pass to Mora. Mora off the glass. She'll have her career high. 20 points for Christina. 23, and what she has done all night. Do the work in the paint. Deacons doing work in the paint as a team. 44 points to Syracuse's 30.
But that's what you call a good turnover, trying to do what Coach McNamee wants, which is to get points in transition for Boston College.
All 5 seniors, Cam Schwartz, Michaela Deacons, Taylor Solmar.
You see Coach Hoover coming back with Mora, a little bit more experienced post players. Try to get some offense there. Great way to come out of the timeout.
Nice move down low. Christina Mora up and in for 2. For Player of the Year in the ACC this year. And Taylor Soul, one of those players that maybe not everything will show up in the stat sheet, but she is the heart and soul of this team as Mora now back-to-back baskets. Sam Ravitch on hand with you in Conti Forum.
A lot of time for Wake Forest trying to get into their offense.
Mora from the free throw line rattles it in. Christina Mora having a good game.
It was affected.
Mora on the block into the double team over the front rim and in.
And that's the player for Wake Forest. She's a key piece for them. She used to play.
Miss from Williams, another chance. The turnaround and a soft bounce from Mora.
Mora is going to be that other player. She's got 4 so far in this one, but you can tell she came in here. The 2 players averaging double figures are averaging out of this world. Kane is one of them, of course. But it's because you have mostly all the players as Mora hits that jumper and gets to go after it bounces around the rim for a while.
Mora, pretty move from Mora. Shoulder shake.
And she wants that matchup with Kanane in the post.
Mora around Kanane.
And Mora says, I want this matchup. Gives herself a little bit of Mora one-on-one with Kanane.
Mora's got 11 points now. 8th time this season, double-digit scoring. Christina for NC State. Just a 1-point lead after the first 10 minutes. Mora is open with position in the layup.
Christina Mora. The defense fell asleep for NC State. Good pass.
Last 2. Nia Becker has been in double figures the last 3. So the scoring has started to come for Wake Forest as Christina Mora picks up her first bucket of the game.
Good start for Wake.
Skip pass over to Simeo. Good ball movement. Inside to Mora. Up with the left hand.
Yeah, just a mismatch there with McClain on her. And Mora loves going to that
game. And a Deacon jersey will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. 74% shooter on the year and makes the first. All right, we have another great women's college basketball doubleheader next Thursday night on the ACC Network and the app. Got hit in Miami at 6 Eastern, but we're featuring the second line. The shot has the capability to do so. Here comes that trap once again. Able to dribble out of it. Numbers here for Wake Forest, and Mora will take the shot. Wake Forest has scored since 2:02. Robinson's got 4. That brings the Tigers now within 1. Christina Mora with the left hand.
Good take. Good job of reading the defense. Drawing for Kennedy. I would be remiss if I didn't mention her name while I'm sitting in her house. What a great lady, and the all-time leading scorer in the history of the ACC and the all-time leading rebounder. Comes in the game to do, right?
Know your role. Mora, offensive rebound of the putbacks. It's one of her roles for Wake Forest. Brings them back within.
That loss to Virginia at home. And Brad Brownell's team had a tough loss here. A last-second play by North Carolina. Buzzer beater with 3 seconds left to win the game.
15 points now for Amari Robinson, coming off a team-high 14.
Nice left by Mora. And Wake's got to pick up some full-court pressure.
Kaya Harrison
travel.
dishes one off. Not whistled for it. Now guarding Spear. Mora, short jumper. A little combination play with Spear and Mora has been working for Wake. 1 for 2 for Kiki Gaines. Another strong game for her, matching a season high of 18.
Couple dribbles. And one. Feeding it into the post. Christina Morra gets the bucket.
Good job of scoring on the block with her back to the basket. One of the things Jen Hoover told us, Mike, is her team was trying to come up with small victories inside the game to emphasize playing with better.
Been successful so far this season.
Coach Banghart has said she feels they're a little ahead of schedule, frankly, where she expected to be. And the Deacons on the board. Christina Morra gets 2 inside. And if Wake has
It only lost that game by 8, 66-58. And I mean, when you look at it, your leading scorer goes over, does not score the entire game, and you're in it.
Second chance bucket for Christina Morra.
Usby, and then just goes to the left side and finishes and draws the foul. So that's the type of intense play you need from your post play. Being aggressive, getting hands on rebounds, and getting offensive putbacks.
Attempt 1-3. And that's not enough.
That's not enough, and that's shocking, especially knowing the number of times she shoots it. Great inside pass and great finish.
Hasn't missed too many free throws throughout her 5 years.
Oh, an and one opportunity at the other end for Christina Morra.
Mora player for Wake
Forest, 10.5 points per game. She scored 19 in the season opener this year. That has been her high-scoring game of the year, and she's been in single digits more than she's been in double digits.
The other post for Wake Forest.
Mora's calling for it. Shoots it over Pendande and bounces it in.
Smart time play.
Christina Morra to the free throw line. And the Deeks not in the bonus.
And have that dribble pull up. That's so good for Van Lith. It really adds to her game.
Scruggs off the mark there. Mora with the offensive board and puts it back up and in. That's something that Wake.
Not that time by Ott.
Leads it in low and continues to go in low to the paint to Mora.
Yeah, Mora was really quick that time. And when you get those opportunities, Ty, to knock down some shots, you see Hank coming in, going out of the game. Ott hit the 3 a moment ago. They've got to take advantage of that.
Mora puts in the second free throw.
Next couple ball games, and then they've got the rematch with Wake Forest on February 10th down in Little John.
Good pick and roll from Malik Williams to Mora. Mora puts in.
It's your classic 3-man weave drill, right?
Essentially, yes. Just look wide so the defense has to come and find you. And then there's no one left in the paint at that point. But it's all about the quick passing. If you can get the quick pass to the corner, then things start to open up.
Mora hits both free throws, brings Wake to...
Getting her back in there and getting her back in the mix a little bit. But 7 minutes is a long time to sit.
As you said, tough time to lose her, playing some of her best basketball of the season, coming off that double-double to play. But if you can cause some disruption for the Panther offense, and as you said, delay that offensive set and drain the shot clock a bit, may as well do it. Wake Forest now cuts the lead to 6.
Williams sagging back because she can feel the screen coming. Just open it up for Daishanette Harris, but you have to finish.
Short corner jumper good for Christina Morra. Mora's up.
Start the last game for the Demon Deacons with Elise Williams out. Her first start since November 12th. Had 7 points, 4 rebounds, along with a couple of assists. There's a good look for Mora on the inside.
So far, they've hedged, they've trapped. They haven't made many mistakes going under on shooters. I've been impressed with their ball screen defense.
And Christina Mora, though, that time opened up some space.
No one boxed Howard. Howard had a wide open lane to get that offensive board.
Spear just showing it off. The crossover, the no-look, give her that. Points of the second half, 8 in the game. NC State, Miami coming up next. The Hurricanes having to shift their scouting report focus. We were
do something like that. Morgan Jones is one of the most athletic players in the country. To tiptoe the sideline, to elevate, somehow get under the basket, and finish with the right hand. Wow.
Lola Pendande opens up the scoring for the Hurricanes. It's Pendande, Mbandu, Marshall, Ariavets, and Gray for Miami as Wake Forest counters at the other end. Pushes off to Becker. 9 on the countdown. Good defense down low from Pendande, but a big-time spin move. And how about that finish from Christina Mora?
I love.
And finally, the Deacons get off the schneid. Little spear on one of the top freshman defenders in the country, Jalea Williams. Down low and finishing is Christina Mora, the senior from Ontario. But on Wake Forest's end, Kaya Harrison has 4. 2 players with 3 each way, but that's not a huge issue with 6 minutes to go. As Mora finishes past Jaldi Tabdi to double the lead.
More assist. Well, and right now, transitions where Virginia Tech is having its advantage. Getting open threes, pushing in transition defense at this next opportunity has to be a key conversation for Wake Forest. They know your strengths, know weaknesses, certainly want to try to exploit, but every scouting report is going to be focused on Liz Kitley and Asia Shepard.
Nice move underneath for Christina Mora, one of the senior leaders. Back out to Spear. 8 to shoot. Into Mora, working on Kitley. Puts up a wild shot and somehow it falls in. She was looking for a foul, didn't get a... Thursday on the ACC Network and the ESPN app after the Clemson-Florida State women's basketball matchup at 6 Eastern. The second game of our doubleheader is another Carolina battle between number 24. Mora 1 for 4 from the line today. Knocks both those down.
Missed the last 3 basketball games. It was just beginning to get his struggle sometimes scoring the basketball inside. But you talk about a player that can make some plays. After a nice little screen there, gets a good start. Find a way to score, hit the glass, and then get back on defense if they don't.
Get the paint touch to Mora, the step through and the bucket.
Nice. She's been working on that and working on that. And what?
Mora.
Nice. Great job that time by inside, gets to contact. Not a lot you can do if you're Myers that time. A smart play by the senior from Canada.
3-point play.
Well, sometimes you get fouled, which gets you to the free throw line, as Mora will do it.
Mora has 7 points today, 1 of 1 at the line, make it 2 for 2. She was the top-rated Canadian recruit out of King's Christian Collegiate. Lots of time on the Canadian junior national teams.
Associate head coach, one of the great players in FSU history. Now the associate head coach was the acting head coach last year. The step through and the layup, and Wake Forest gets within 7.
Mora shoots 83%, the top 10 in the ACC. So
3 for 3 today, 4 for 4. Wake is 13 of 15 at the line.
Does a nice job, gets good rhythm. Shoots free throws with her right hand, but scores inside with her left. Nice. Wake Forest has made them take mid-range jump shots. Better job defensively in the post. Nice.
And Mora makes it a 4-point game.
Post-to-post pass. Best rebounder on the team, Christina Mora, and probably by percentage the best free throw shooter on the team.
5 of 5 today, 6 of 6.
Look at those numbers. You look at that. Look what Virginia Tech did. They're coming.
That's the matchup Sunday.
Yeah. Big free throws there. We want to try to get a conference.
Trailing by 10. They are 1 of their last 8 field goal attempts. It's the largest lead of the game for Nebraska as we play in the second quarter. step around move and 2. Margin almost 14 better than their opponents per game. Both of these teams strong in rebounding margin. Strong move to the basket and a bucket for Wake. And Christina Mora will go to the free throw line, fouled.
On the replay right here, Williams takes it in, draws in 2 defenders. Markowski comes to help, which leaves Mora wide open underneath. Is late to recover. Good job by Mora, finishing off the and-1. Help side defense has got to be there for Wake Forest, and Jen Hoover talked about that, how the different defenses are going to have to, adjust on the fly and help the helper. Help the helper is big. The screening action from Nebraska is very good. They're a very good screening team, and that was a part of the game plan for Wake Forest.
I mean, Coach Hoover's going to have to be pleased, at least with the offensive.
Keela Dixon making just her second start of the season today for the Retrievers. And on the drive, it's Dixon laying it in, the junior from Boston.
Dixon's had some problems go inside, and that's nice. Contact right there, and then being able to finish through the play, that's Mora.
Mora's 2 for 2. Foul was on Marquez earlier in the possession.
Samil definitely, and also Mora. They blocked the shot, this team, in every ball game. Nice inside position. Oh, that's nice.
Good pass, better position, and Mora's got a chance.
CC. Nice high-low by the 2 bigs. Boy, I was saying, these bigs have dominated. Had 8 block shots. You saw the game. Had 8 block shots against High Point. Following that with 7 earlier against UNC Charlotte. They've dominated.
Time against the ACC. The one was the
it ever
unbelievable performance at the NCAA championships. Christina Mora's now got 9.
There's a step through. There you go. There's the move.
That's 11 for Mora.
Another one of those transfers played at Nicholls State. Solid academically as well as athletically. Nice move. There you go.
Mora's feeling it today.
Well, yeah, and she's not heavy.
Jensen Edwards looking inside. They feed the post. Tough shot opportunity. Banked in. Christina Mora.
Yeah, nothing you can do right there. Claire Wyatt with good post defense, but Mora just the height by the team in Deacons. That's really forcing High Point to struggle so far. Can't get the ball inside till late on the timer.
And one opportunity for the Demon Deacons. It's Mora takes the hoop and able to convert with you at the Cobain Center. In a game that has been Wake Forest all the way, especially on the inside. 22-10 advantage in points on the paint so far for the Demon Deacons.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the height advantage that we just keep mentioning. And it's going to continuously work because High Point just doesn't have the length that they did at the beginning of the season, especially with their players out. I look at players that can consistently play in the post here this afternoon for the Deeks, able to spin a lot, try to block off the defenders, and able to knock down a free throw. And for Claire Wyatt, that's her 3rd personal, so.
Going to emerge as that 3rd scorer for this year's team.
I'll be even more blunt about it. Who's going to be that 2nd scorer right now?
Oh, it's going to be Christina Mora.
If you're a Wake Forest fan, that's a very good start. Mora gets a better.
So the foul was called on Jalen Brown, and that is her 2nd stand. So that's an interesting thing to note with 8:44 to go in the 2nd quarter. Christina Mora gets her first points. Mora scored 19 in the opener at Mercer. Quieter game with just 6 on Friday against Cornell. Big Red made a run in that 3rd quarter.
And so far, the Spartans, they're even with turnovers, and they've handled the run. Nice.
Mora for 2. Her first field goal.
Get the ball in the middle of the court. Get the ball in a lot of games while she was at Georgetown. But they feel like she's going to be an added welcome for the Cornell basketball team.
No whistle, and the jump hook good by Mora.
I like Christina Mora. She can do a lot of damage in the post. That's one of those you put on the tape and you say, okay, hey, this is how we want to move the ball efficiently. You got inside low looks a couple of times, and Mora goes to the free throw line.
3 points for Mora, 3 rebounds. It's been the Spear show. She's got 29 of the 48 points as Mora hits both.
Good to see her knock those in. Just had a birthday a couple of days ago. Too bad she wasn't out here today. You can run and get that rebound and score off of it. Anyway, that's a big basket for Wake Forest. And I tell you what, it's even better for Morra. Stepped off the baseline.
Really quick move back over her shoulder to the left-hand side, and that's just great isolation.
Morra hits the first free throw.
someone that they look to get going and someone they're looking to from leadership at her position. She's one of the top 5 players all time in career field goal percentage at Wake Forest.
Yeah, she takes really good shots, you know, so when she gets it, she knows what to do with it, and you execute it, and, you know, you can, as you get deeper into the season, I'll tell you what, it's going to be really important that you can execute in that half-court offense.
Mora with an acrobatic make.
Team coming. They know they can count on their teammates, that they're going to find those open seams, and both teams have done a really good job of that.
Mora at the stripe, hits one. Wake Forest at the line. Well, as they come into this area of time where you're closing in on halftime.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good read on offense.
You've seen Wake Forest as well in a 7-0 run in the past 74 seconds of time. At the free throw line. Mora's got her team up 3. Out of Ontario, someone that also tends to be a double-double threat in their offense.
Yeah, the things that gave her some wide open shots on the perimeter, and she did her part because she knocked those shots down. And I tell you what, this year she is bringing a lot more versatility to the offense.
Playing around to Spear. Harrison down low, and it's made by Christina Mora, the senior out of Toronto, hits the shot.
A big score for Mercer in that one. Could be, you know, 4 or 5 point turnaround, but yeah, see, there you go. That's what happens. You had a chance down here to score, you lose. And for Mercer, thank goodness that Doherty got in there that quick.
Doherty gets the first free throw, or I'm sorry, Mora gets the first free throw here in the second half.
Well, it has, getting more than one look at the basket. And, you know, for them right now, being up by 7, they're satisfied with, you know, keep holding on to the ball for 30 seconds, you know.
Mercer into a pressure look.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to make up 7 points. You're going to really have to do get some turnovers here.
Mora